Hello everyone, welcome back and thank you for watching. In today's video, I am making super easy Valentine DIYs that I know you're going to love. I do want to give a huge thanks to Cricut for sponsoring today's video. These projects are very easy that anyone can make. You can decorate your home with these. One of these, you can use it all year round by just switching the OPs. For this project, I wanted to make something big and something that can be used all year round. So I did pick up 4 of these signs from the Dollar Tree. I will be removing the sides and the paper. By the way, you do want to save the strings because this is what I use to hang these to my wall. Even though I removed the paper, I'm still using the back and I'm going to paint it using some white chalk paint. The reason I removed the paper is just to make this look more high-end. Once they were all dry, all I did was just glue the sides back on the signs. Before I go and make my design on my Cricut design space, I'm going to first measure how big I want my letters to be. So this frame, it's around 12 inches by 8 inches, but I do want to make it just a tiny bit smaller. Cricut design space has so many different designs that you can use or customize to your own liking. I will be making my own design, so I did click the H and the M and the E for the word home. I am not making the O since that O is going to be interchangeable, and you'll see later on what I mean by that. I just scroll down through all the fonts and I click several of them until I seen which one I like the most. Once I had which one I like the most, I did ungroup these and then just made them closer together so I don't waste a lot of vinyl. And I also size them to the size, I think like 11 by 7. I will have all my designs down in the description box in case you want to check them out. I will be using my Cricut Maker 3. This machine is 2 times faster than the original Maker. It cuts over 300 plus materials including fabric, balsa wood, leather, chipboard, and more. It works with 13 plus tools. And what I love about this machine, it saves me more time using the smart materials because it feeds directly into the machine, so you can make single cuts up to 12 feet in one go. So you can use this with or without a mat. I will be using the black smart vinyl, and I am so excited because I will be using this roll holder, which is actually my first time using this. It makes it so much easier. Now that I have my vinyl set up, I'm going to go back to Cricut Design Space and make this. Since I am using this without a mat, I'm clicking without a mat. Then I'm going to just click the type of vinyl I'm using and then just start cutting this. And here I already have it cut. I do want to just cut around like the M and the E because I don't like wasting vinyl, so I do save every single little piece that I can so I can use it in something else later on. And this is how it looks once I have cut all around it. I then just weaved it out. Now I'm going to use some transfer tape to just transfer this to the signs. I started with the H first. I then continue with the M and then the E. So now for the O on the sign, I'm adding this little clear hook that I got from the Dollar Tree. So like that, I can add whatever wreath I want to this, so then I can use this all year round. For example, for right now for Valentine's, I am using this heart. And then after Valentine, I can always just change it to a regular wreath. And what I love about this DIY is that you can use this vertical or horizontal, whatever you prefer. They both will look great and they look so high-end once they are on the wall. For my next DIY, I will be using this round wood circle that I got from the Dollar Tree. I am going to remove the tag, and once again I'm going to save this so I can add it back later on. Using the Dollar Tree painter's tape, I'm going to add one at the bottom and one at the top. To paint them, I'm using this apple barrel acrylic paint, and I'm going to leave the center just the color it is and then just paint the sides. Once it's dry, I'm going to slowly remove the painter's tape. Now I'm going to go back to Cricut Design Space, and this time I searched for an image, and I did search for Hello Valentine. They have so many different ones that you can use, but I really love this one right here. I then size it and I remove the heart, and I'm using the black permanent vinyl. Once again, I did cut around it so then I can use the smaller little pieces. I'm going to just weed it out and transfer this to my sign. And look how beautiful this looks. Now you can just leave it like this and finish with the project. But what I did instead is I went back and I did do 2 hearts, but this time I use white vinyl so I can add a little bit of white to this, and I added a heart on each side. Now the last thing I did was just add the string back on there, and that is it for this beautiful Hello Valentine, which I think it turned out perfect and it looks so adorable. For my next DIY, I'm going to use this little wood house that I got from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to paint it using some white chalk paint. Alright, so then I decided I wanted this to have a roof. So to make the roof, I'm using this piece of wood frame, which comes from a Dollar Tree canvas. And I am going to just measure it, cut it, and paint it using the Waverly Antique Wax. Once this was dry, I then just glued them to my little house, and I'm using some hot glue. Honestly, this is optional, but I think it made the house look so much better. And look how beautiful this looks. Now you can add whatever you like to this. I went back to Cricut Design Space and I searched for Love Grows Here, and I really like this one right here, so I just clicked on it and then I sized it to the size of my little house, and I will be using some black permanent vinyl for this. So now I'm going to use my Cricut tools to weed it out. So what I decided to do is transfer it word by word, so like that I can make them closer together. Once I was finished, I then looked at it and I felt like it was too plain. Now Dollar Tree does carry some little wood hearts that you can use instead, but since I was already using red vinyl for my next DIY, I decided to use it to cut out some little hearts and then just add them to my house. And that is it for this little wood house that it turned out so beautiful, and that is perfect for a tier tray. For my next DIY, I will be using this Dollar Tree jar. I went back to Cricut Design Space and I did cut out some hearts, and I'm using my red vinyl. So the way I did this is I searched for a heart. As you can see, there's so many different hearts you can choose from, but I wanted something simple. So once I knew which one I wanted to use, I clicked on it, and then all I did was duplicate and made a stripe out of these little red hearts. I decided to add these red hearts to the lid, and I did have to go back and cut a little bit more hearts because I didn't make this long enough, which I thought I had, but I didn't. I am gluing the lid at the bottom of the jar, and I'm using hot glue. You can use E6000 if you like. I just chose not to. Now, to cover the top part of the jar and it doesn't look like there's a lid missing, I am going to add some jute twine around it. I'm using a Dollar Tree little heart that I painted black, and I also cut out a little word out that says love, and I add it to the heart. I am adding a piece of jute twine to this, so I use my drill to make a hole. The next thing I will be doing is just adding the string to the jar and making a heart with it. Now the last thing I will be doing is adding a Dollar Tree candle inside the jar. This DIY makes a great home decor, or this can also be like a gift idea. For my next DIY, I will be using this decor sign. So I went back to Cricut Design Space and I just searched for the word sweetheart, and I found this heart. So as you can see right here, it has basic cut, which is the red one, and then just a white heart. It's like underneath. So what I did is I had to ungroup these, so then like that I can remove the white heart underneath, and when this cut, it just cut the red heart and not one red heart and then one white heart, which I think it was a layer image, but I made it into a single layer. So once I have that, I then just switched the heart to pink because I am using the pink smart vinyl. So then I'm going to just transfer it to my sign. Now you can do this vertical or horizontal. I made my image way too big to add this horizontal, so I am doing this vertical. To finish this off, I'm going to add some jute twine to the corners. And that is it for this sweetheart decor sign, which I think it turned out so cute. And that is it, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comment section which one was your favorite, because I would love to know. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, bye.